Story is a work of fiction. There is no relations to any actual person or organization. All crimes in this world can be solved using scientific and logical analysis. What that means is up to you.
Tokyo Psychodemic.
Cool. Yep. What's good with y'all? Foster Gamer, we in here. And believe it or not, I did not hear much about this game. Especially like even in like the visual novel. I guess this would be just visual novel, but yeah, I haven't heard nothing about this game. But the moment I found out it was a detective game, y'all know I had to get on this. Alright, so that should be good. I'm gonna... Alright. Let me see if I can actually put my name in here. Cause y'all know who I be. $T. Oh wow, that's lit. It worked. Oh yeah, ironically, this is not like my actual like name. It's just the channel name. Oh, it says invalid. They hate it so hard. Oh, let me see first if it's just this. See if that works. Yep, it's a $. So that's the case. I'll just let me see if I can hyphen. See if that worked. Oh wow, so that worked. I'm gonna space it out. Alright, I'm in it. I'm with it. Foster Gamer. I'm a dealer? This is what we doing? It's like, yeah, this is definitely he's definitely slinging something, man. His name 2019 07.
上野動物園にジャイアントパンダの新しい飼育施設が
昨日午前3時頃東名高速道路上り線にて大型トレーラー車の保健所で1医療機関あたり10人のインフルエンザ感染者を確認しました。
東京都港区のマンションに住む女性から
東京都江東区木場にある薬品倉庫にて大規模な火災が発生しました。出火から1時
大晦日から新年のカウントダウンイベントなど多くの人が集まりました。
インフルエンザウイルスで死亡者を確認しました。
東京都内でのインフルエンザ流行が止まり
猛威を振るうインフルエンザでさらなる犠牲者です。
インフルエンザによる死亡者は15名となりました。
The widespread outbreak of influenza in Japan continues. But is this actually influenza? Existing anti-influenza drugs are not as effective as hoped, and the mortality rate appears to be much higher than previous influenza outbreaks. Some analysts suggest that Japan's Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare may be hiding something.
猛威を振るうインフルエンザが新型のウイルスであることが分かりました。
be honest, I don't know too much about it either, Zook. It's like a detective game, I think.
日本政府は緊急事態宣言の発令と東京都の封鎖を決定しました。
ロックダウンを実行することに決定しました。またこれ以上感染をさせないためにもご協力のほど
Looks like it's gonna be centered around like virus epidemics. Damn, that man fell. 3 years later. Thanks, I appreciate that.
世界は変わった。
Oh, so a hold for the auto. Okay. But yeah, Zoot, so yeah, so what it seems like it's gonna be centered around like a virus epidemic. That's all I really know, to be honest. So it looks like I gotta hold it. Okay.
2019年12月に東京都で発生した未知のウイルスによる新型感染症は瞬く間に全国に広がり、致死率 40% というエボラ出血熱を上回る高い数字を示した。海外への出入国も制限され、特に感染者の多かった東京都へと続く幹線道路は封鎖された。つまりロックダウン、首都封鎖である。効果的な治療薬もないまま、感染は一般市民から医療従事者、警察官や自衛隊員にも広がり、ついには国家中枢にも達した。時の内閣総理大臣と官房長官、厚生労働大臣など主要官僚が相次いで感染し、帰らぬ人となった。その頃には国内の死者数は20万人を超えていた。厳戒態勢の中、臨時政府が発足され、新たな内閣総理大臣には新型感染症への治療法を発見し、多くの重症者の命を救った元感染症の専門医だった人物が抜擢された。
Okay, so obviously it sounds like this dude low key was the one that made the virus, yo. It's like yeah, this whole mean ass epidemic. I don't know what we gonna do. Like, I think it's over. We done for. Oh no, I got the cure. We got this. I'm good. It's like, who are you? Just just a regular scientist, man. It's like I had nothing to do with this whatsoever.
新総理は次々と新型感染症への対策と経済対策を打ち出し、そのどれもが成果を上げた。感染者数は目に見えて減少していき、やがて猛威を振るった新型感染症は収束した。
Why does it remind me so much of COVID?
しかし世界は変わってしまった。確実に、そしてひそやかに。その変化は私たちの目の前へと現れようとしていた。
Shinjuku, Tokyo. Senko Pharmaceuticals Underground. Oh, underground parking lot, 7 a.m. Alright.
よう、お疲れさん。
モトラ警部補、ご苦労様です。
ご苦労様です。
これはひでえな。
すごい匂いですね。肉の焼けた匂いだけじゃなく、何ですかこの匂い。枯れ草のような、使い古しの油のような匂いが充満していて飽きそうですよ。
おい清原、仏さんの前で不謹慎だろ。
すいません。
まあ正確には仏さんの一部だがな。
どうやったら人間がこんな風に燃えるんですかね。
さあな、ここには型は古いがテープ記録式の防犯カメラがついていたようだ。何か事件の手がかりが映っているといいが、まあ期待はできねえか。
そういえばこの三幸製薬って新型感染症の時に治療薬を開発していた製薬会社ですよね。確か系列病院の医師が今の。
ちょっと通して。どう言って。なるほどね。
Yeah, she told you to move, bro.
随分と綺麗に燃えたものね。あたりにガソリン臭はなし。
Damn.
これだけ燃えているのに椅子や地面は少し焦げただけ。
Yeah, that's definitely she definitely an easy ass nine for me. I'm getting distracted. See, I didn't even read the subtitles. I wasn't even reading the subtitles.
興味深いわ。
ちょっと君、一体誰だ。
九段の人間が何の用だ。
九段。
法務省公安調査庁の木島ローレンスゆいかよ。よろしく。
公安調査庁。
警視庁公安部から法務省に移動した人間がなんでここにいるのか、その理由を教えてほしいね。
気になる事件があれば現場に顔を出すのは当然じゃない？
見ての通り、ただの焼死事件だ。お前さん方が調査する反社やテロ組織とは関係ねえよ。それとも、俺たち警察に秘密で何か調べているとでも言う。
Think she internal affairs?
5年前に起きた事件の首謀者とその関係者が警察内部にまで入り込んでいた話は俺も知っている。それによって警察組織の信頼が揺らぎ、上層部から末端に至るまでマスコミに叩かれたこともな。
それって確か異能なんとかっていうカルト集団がテロを企てていたっていう。
確かに昨日まで仲間だと思っていた奴が実は反社会的なカルトの信者でしたってのは笑いの話だ。だがそれはお前さんたち公安だって同じだろう。公安内部に信者がいたって噂もある。俺が言いたいのは誰を信じたらいいのかわからねえからこそお互い疑ってたらキリがねえって話だ。
I mean, not completely wrong.
第一発見者は誰？
なんでそんなことをあなたに教えないといけ。
教えてやれ。
Word, bro. Shut the fuck up.
第一発見者は清掃員の首藤有夫、68歳。いつも通り今日も朝6時に清掃のため三幸製薬ビルに到着。ゴミ捨て場がある地下に向かう階段の途中で異臭と煙に気づき、降りた先で焼死体を発見。焼死体といっても首藤が発見した時にはすでに足だけしか残っていなかったそうです。
まるで SH ね。
SH、なんだって？
1951年7月の夕方、アメリカ・フロリダ州セントピータースバーグのマンション。その日、メアリー・リーサーという67歳の女性を息子のリチャード・リーサーが訪問した。いつもと変わらぬ読書好きな母の姿を見られると思った息子だったが、そこで信じられない光景を目撃する。母親はスリッパを履いた片足と骨の一部だけを残して 体が跡形もなく失われ死んでいたのだ。死因は高温で焼かれたことによる焼死。被害者は火葬場の温度である1200度以上の炎で焼かれたことになる。奇妙なのはそれだけの高温で焼かれていながら遺体のあった建物は延焼していなかったことだ。
Oh yeah, let me just say real quick. Appreciate the 5 of y'all coming through to watch. Appreciate y'all. See which above that chain. Oh yeah, and I'm streaming on multiple places, so I'm not like completely sure where all 5 of y'all are coming from. Like what platforms. Damn, higher than that. Okay.
それ以降も同じような事件が世界各地で目撃された。1964年11月、アメリカ・ペンシルベニア州。1986年3月、アメリカ・ニューヨーク州。1988年1月、イギリス南部、サウサンプトンなど、今日までに報告は200件を超えるとも言われ
Ain't no way it's the same person.
いずれの報告でも似ているのは、出火原因が不明、被害者の体だけが燃えている。体は骨が灰になるまで焼けているが足が残るケースが多いという点、真相が判明しないまま、やがて人々はそれらの事件をこう呼ぶようになった。SHC Spontaneous Human Combustion。
Wow.
自然発火現象。
If this ain't the most Fire Force shit.
それってたたりとか呪いとかオカルトの類の話ですか？
いいえ、少なくとも私はそうは思ってないわ。目の前の事件が我々の知る常識では考えられない事件だとしても、その裏には必ず理由があり、生きている何者かの意志や力が働いている。私はそう思っているわ。たとえそれが超常的な現象だとしても。
なるほど。まだお前さんは追っているってわけか。
追っているって何をです？
俺も噂でしか聞いたことはねえが、異能教団ってカルトがやろうとしていたことは、誘拐した人間を実験台にして異能力者を作り出し、それで社会を支配するって計画だったそうじゃねえか。異能力者の真偽はともかく、教団に実験台にされて殺された人間も出ている。
So we dealing with psychics.
されたが、奴らが行っていた実験や異能力者に関する真実は闇に葬られたままだ。お前さん、教団の実験は成功したと思ってんのか？
We better hope they wasn't.
おっと、それ本気で言ってるんですか？異能力者なんてそんな高等無形な。
バカ野郎！俺たちが今まで見てきた事件の中で高等無形じゃねえ事件があったが、それに犯罪っていうのは常識じゃ測れねえからこそ犯罪なんだよ。
不可解な事件に首を突っ込みたがるのは私の性分。
She said, shit that I live for. Shit that I die for.
木島、あまり無茶すんじゃねえぞ。お前さん一人で真実を追う必要はねえんだからよ。
分かってるわ。ただ、一つ勘違いをしているようね。真実を追うのは私じゃないわ。私たちよ。
This music fire. Yeah, I'm already getting into this 3 weeks later. Shinjuku, Tokyo, Shinjuku Central Park, 5 p.m.
どうだった？
5日後に捜査本部は解散になる。遺族やマスコミへは引き続き捜査を継続しますと答えるだろうが、実際は捜査打ち切りだ。証拠品や調書なども処分される。どうやら政府関係者からの圧力があったらしい。異能教団の事件があって以来、文書や証拠品などの保管には政府も警察も慎重になっている。どこで足をすくわれるかわからないからな。怪しいものは手元に置かないに限るということだ。
黒塗りの文書を保管するぐらいなら破棄してしまった方がいいというわけね。
そういうことだ。ただそれだけが理由ではないだろう。
誰かの意図が働いているってこと？まさか私たちのことに気づいて。
私たちが裏で調査していることは誰も知らないはずだ。緊急の時以外は事件資料の受け渡しも運び屋を使って君たちとは直接会うことを避けている。
Wait a minute. Wait, did she just say what I thought she said?
それだけじゃなく、ネットでのやり取りも足がつかないように偽名を使っているんだ。誰かが私たちの調査を妨害するために文書を処分するとは考えづらい。何か別の理由があると考えた方がいいだろ
う。例えば事件を早く闇に葬りたいとか。
そういうことだ。
だとしたらなおさら私たちの手で事件を調査してみる必要がありそうね。
事件の検視調書だ。
両足首から上が消失。1000度以上の火で焼かれた。
この目で事件現場を見たが、足首から上が消失し骨も残っていなかった。しかもこれだけの高温で燃えたにもかかわらずビルは延焼していない。
普通の焼死事件じゃないわね。
ああ。
他の物証は？
ビルの防犯カメラ映像と焼死した被害者の遺留品、関係者の供述調書だな。
防犯カメラの映像に何か映ってるかもしれないわね。
事件に関する他の資料はいつもの方法で送り届ける。
ありがとう。それじゃあ事務所に戻るわ。 相棒が待っているから。
元気なのか？
今でも事件の夢を見るみたい。
そうか。異能教団の事件によって私たちは様々なものを失った。秋葉、君は弟を失った。岩井探偵事務所は解体され、所長の岩井検事は刑務所に収監された。
Damn.
警察という組織を信じられなくなった私は公安を辞め、今や法務省の人間だ。私たちがこれだけの傷を負っていながら、異能教団の教祖だった山野井の行方は未だつかめていない。
Oh, so he's still at large.
悪い夢を見ているようだ。
不可解な未解決事件を調査していけば必ず山野井にたどり着く。私はそう思っているわ。
そうだな。私もそう信じているよ。事件について何か分かったら教えてくれ。警察にももう少しだけ働いてもらわないとな。
分かったわ。
岩井やめろ。山野井には法の裁きを受けさせるんだ。
あと少しで世界は浄化された。進化した人類によって世界は生まれ変わるはずだった。なんてことをしてくれたんだ。
秋葉、お前は探偵としては優秀だが、良くも悪くも直情的で正義感が強い。非常な決断をしなければならない時でも、その性格が邪魔をして迷いが生じる。
ようこそ岩井探偵事務所へ。私は秋葉と言います。
Somewhere in Shinjuku. 10 p.m.
あ、
Host. Are you alright? I can hear you making noise from outside. Okay. Looked like you had a nightmare. Did you dream you were being chased or something? Only a few people should know that we're hiding out here. It's been almost 4 years since we started investigating unsolved cases. These unsolved cases must have some clues that will lead us to the people we're after. Until we uncover them, we will never give up the fight. Okay. Looks like the case files I requested have arrived. Right on time. Information brokers sure are good at their jobs. Okay. So already, like, they could have still kept her voice. I be wanting to know like the financial decisions when it comes to this shit. Let's see. About the door. Evidence for cases will be delivered to the door. You can also go outside once you meet certain conditions. Okay. Victim information package obtained. Maps of the crime scene and the surrounding areas obtained. Set of crime scene photos and articles about the pharmaceutical company obtained. Damn. Yo, y'all see this man? Like, his feet, like his feet to his leg, like to the legs that are left, are standing. That gotta be like the most like fucked up joke ever. Crime scene security footage obtained. Testimony from victims, colleagues, and acquaintances obtained. Newspaper articles of the incident obtained.
そういえば
Victim's autopsy report obtained. Okay. Burke corpse found in the building's garbage dump. Damn, fam. Like, let me read the shit. Body severely damaged. Evidence of being burnt at. Okay. Let's start by checking the photos and files for this case. We can pin things to the evidence board to get the full picture. Okay. Selecting any piece of evidence will zoom in on it by selecting the item with any piece of evidence will zoom. Yeah, so also by selecting an item with a blue sticky note, relevant documents can be viewed. About the evidence board, there may be blank photos with a blank written on it on the evidence board. You can pin any evidence you like here. Evidence you post may progress your investigation or lead you further from the truth. Be sure to use the evidence board to get a good grasp of the case as you continue investigation. Okay, say less.
頑張りましょう
Case involves the burned remains of a pharmaceutical company employee found in his office basement. The aforementioned company scene of the crime is called Sanko Pharmaceuticals. History can be traced back to the Meiji era. The company appears to have experienced growth through diversified management in hospitals and health insurance in addition to drug development. Victim name is Mr. Gichi Kuraki, 40 years old. He belongs to the Drug Administration Department of Sanko Pharmaceuticals. On the day of the incident, his colleagues testified that he came to the office and worked as usual. A janitor who went to throw out garbage in the basement noticed the smell of burning meat. When he looked around, he found the victim who had been burnt to ashes, leaving only his feet. There must have been a lot of smoke, but it says that the fire alarm and sprinklers were both broken at the time of the incident. As for how the remains could be identified as Mr. Kuraki, a wallet containing his employee ID card was found at the scene, and the DNA of the feet matched that of the victim. According to the autopsy report, the basement did rise in temperature during the incident. Okay. But the only possible source of fire would have been the victim's lighter. That should have been enough to burn his body to nothing. Police who took testimonies from his colleagues and acquaintances. Let's check them later. Okay. So okay, we got resources available for all them. So we got Haruto Doma, a colleague. Matatako Shoji, another colleague. Is that Mary? Is that how you say it, Mary? Who's an acquaintance. And then we got Mirai Noko, who is another colleague. Oh yeah, and then we got this dude who's the janitor under here. So this map shows the area around the pharmaceutical building. The scene of the crime, we can reference it while tracking the victim's movements for the day. Yoki said that the police are going to classify this as an accident. Really? But was it really an accident? Or could this have been something else? Or could something else be at play? Okay. If Yoka wants us to work on this case, she must have sensed that something was off about it. We'll investigate this case and get to the bottom of it ourselves. Alright. What was the source of the fire? First, we have to figure out what caused the victim to burn so badly. What could have been the source of the fire? Let's check out the security footage from around the time of the incident and the photos of the scene taken by forensics. Okay. Pass. They'll show us something that could have caused the fire. Okay. So the PC and the equipment used for the investigation will be at the desk. Choose the right tool for the job to make headway in the case. Okay. This is the equipment for analyzing the images and videos we've obtained. Let's start with the security camera footage from the time of the accident. Okay. Put the tape labeled Shinjuku Pharmaceutical Building B2 security camera into the video deck. Okay. Oh, here we go. I was like, yo, why isn't it not letting me... Alright, let's see. Select tape or video. Oh, okay, cool. And... so I use one first. Play, fast forward, and rewind. Okay. There are two display IDs left and right, so you can view a different video on each one. If you want to get a closer look at the piece of media, you can switch from one display to full screen mode. Okay. Shit. So just like my current job. The specialized equipment scans the video automatically and detects faces via AI. Detected faces will be framed in red, and if facial features like the eyes can be accurately distinguished, the frame will change from red to green. How to analyze videos. Switch to screenshot mode and hover your cursor over the detected target to make the red frame appear. If the target is cut off from the screen or is too small to be detected, adjust the view by zooming in. Okay. How to analyze the video. When the red frame starts to turn green, you can take a picture and save it to the screenshots folder. Okay. Once a video or image is open, it will be scanned automatically and the AI will detect the faces and the objects. However, it won't be able to detect things that are too far away or hard to make out. This footage only shows the victim though, so I don't think we'll need to worry about that. Okay. Well, let me. How you zoom in? Oh, whoops. Oh, okay, so we're just watching for now. So. So he's back, yeah. So he left from. Let me see. So from about 16 to smoke should set off the. Okay. So all that happened within a minute. That's insane. And that's when he went in. And he only shows there for like a little bit. And then boom. Look like he's talking to somebody. Alright, photo received from. So yeah, so the photos received have been saved onto the PC. Okay. How to analyze. Okay. Got it. Just like with the video, the AI can detect targets that it recognizes. But be aware that it won't work if the photo is blurry, or when the subject shape is indistinct or not fully visible. If something catches your eye, zoom in on it and take a screenshot. Alright, let's start by examining the crime photo. Alright, let's do this. You take a maximum of 50 screenshots per case. The older screenshot will be deleted if you exceed 50. However, screenshots posted to the evidence board will not be deleted. Photos posted on the evidence board will be pinned in the photos folder. Additionally, all screenshots will be deleted when you move to the next case. However, photos posted to the evidence board will be saved internally. Okay. Okay, so she don't think that's the source of the fire. Let's try looking for something else that could be. What's this here? What is... That's a lighter. There we go. Image you take will be saved to the screenshots folder on your PC. You can print them out for the evidence board to help you see any connection there may be to the case. You can show them to any colleague with specialized knowledge to get information or advice. Okay, nice. Anyway, let's see what our colleagues have to say about these images. You can view images, documents, and other data related cases and sort them into folders, as well as access to the secret site on the dark web. The dark web is like a secret hideout on the internet, only accessible to you and the colleagues who are helping you with the investigation. When there's a threat on the dark web, you can obtain info from your colleagues or upload data that can be discussed with them. If we click the icon on the left, we will automatically be logged into our website. Click here to submit an image of what you think caused the fire. Okay. Everyone on the site has the same goal that we do. They'll help us find the truth behind these cases using their specialized knowledge and skills. Just in case, you should never reveal your identity when using the dark pit. We decided to use code names with each other. Remember, the creator of the image analyst program in the dark pit is the mechanic. Okay. Bartender is knowledgeable about medicine and pharmaceuticals. And Odd specializes in the occult. You're the dealer, and I'm the manager. Oh, okay, I get it now. Oh yes, and there's one more. The middleman who provides us with the police case files and delivers our findings to the investigator. Junket. Okay, so that's what's her name. If we all put our heads together, I'm sure we can solve these cases. I just know it. Alright, let's put the picture you just took on the bulletin board and ask everyone if it looks like the source of the fire. Cases have decreased in recent years, but there are still accidents every year due to improperly extinguished lighters. Considering that, it's likely the lighter was the cause of the fire. Sounds like the lighter was most likely the cause of the fire. We'll put that on the evidence board as our hypothesis. Lighter! But that still leaves the question of how the victim's body could have been burnt this badly. There has to be a reason behind it. So what had caused the high temperature need to burn away the body? Explaining how the body got like that is certainly within the scope of medical science. And this is bartender because he deals with the medical shit. If a body is burnt at 1000 C, everything but the bones will be consumed in about an hour. The fire would need to reach a temperature of 15 to 16 degrees for the bones to melt as well. My whole thing is, bro, why you got your face on here if we're supposed to be on the dark web? You could have just went with your icon. like this is like this is AI shit, man. We could just find you. Yeah, that, or maybe he probably walks around with the shiesty on, aka the ski mask. It's crazy. One rapper got like everybody calling them shits shiesties now. And ironically, the same dude about to be probably in jail for life too. That's the sad part. So if a person's clothes catch fire, can the flames naturally reach that high of a temperature? That's a pretty high temperature. Or normal fire simply wouldn't get that hot. I'll send you more information on cremation. Cool. During cremation, it doesn't get so hot that the bones burn away completely. So wait, combustion of a human body occurs at temperatures above 500. Modern cremation furnaces most operate at temperatures above 800. This is to prevent the production of dioxin, a toxic substance. The latest cremation furnaces can rise the temperature from 800 to as high as 1200s. Okay. But higher temperatures are not necessarily better. At temperatures above 1500 degrees Celsius, bones are burnt away, leaving no remains. In the past, cremators relied on the cool temperature of the flames to determine how hot and for how long the cremation should be performed based on their experience and intuition. Can you think of any other possible reasons why his bones were burned away? Red has lowest color temperature found in blue. In my opinion, maybe a chemical could have did it.
もしかして
Spontaneous human combustion cases have been recorded for hundreds of years. Some basically attribute the occurrences to spiritual entities, but it's not like those rumors spread without any precedent to support them. I'll send you more information on spontaneous human combustion. I hope this will. Okay.
なるほど
The lack of definitive cause has resulted in numerous unsolved cases. Okay, there have been blah blah blah. Fire did not spread through the entire building, blah blah blah. The case of her in the apartment. That's the other thing I'm thinking too. What if the body was moved? So then that changes up the formula now. Either that or, like I was saying, it hasn't been some type of chemical that could have caused your body to like melt like that. Like an acid. And then maybe your fire was a distraction. You really need significantly high temperature to burn away the bones. But how could that be possible? What caused the high temperature needed to burn away the body? Let's check the crime scene photos for anything like that. Okay. Which photo do you want to start with? Oh, okay. First of all, yeah, I still want to see what was popping off here. So this is just a cigarette bin. Oh, whoops. Zoom out. Plastic bottle. That shit look crazy.
そうね
Is there anything from the crime photos or the victim's belongings you want to look at? If you find anything that could have caused such, then put in evidence board so we can move on. Okay. So for now, I don't think the plastic bag's important. Same with the cigarette. So we'll ignore that for now. Did I take a picture of the cigarette bin? Yeah, because this got burnt too. So I'll take a picture of that just in case. Alright. Yeah. Next thing, what I want to look at, I'll put this in D2. Yeah, none on that. Alright. See, 5. Alright, so next we got this. Oh, we got. The dollar bills, man. Alright. Alright.
ね
Alright. So, looks like the only thing left I need is probably the sprinkler. Keep forgetting to zoom out, I can just hit square. Oh, you know what it is? Probably gotta go to dark web here. Yep. Click here to submit an image of what you think caused the high temperature. Let's see what they think it is. The label on the bottle says ethanol. Most people know that ethanol is a type of alcohol. Ethanol is produced when fermenting alcoholic beverages, so they contain some of it as well. Alcohol is flammable, correct? Yes, chemicals have both an auto ignition temperature and a flash point. Spontaneous combustion is related to auto ignition temperature. Even at high concentrations, alcohol may only combust around 402 degrees Celsius. However, its flash point is low, so if in close proximity to fire, it ignites at about 13 degrees Celsius. Read the autopsy report, but it sounds like they didn't look into the white bottle. It was found further away from the remains, so they may have thought it was unrelated. But my question is, it's still not enough, right? Okay, so they're sure it's not the sprinkler. So, what about the bucket? Okay, not the bucket. So ethanol on the lighter. It may be possible if the gas inside was ignited, but there's no evidence of that, so I doubt that. Okay. Oh wait, duh. I didn't take a pack. I didn't take a thing of the. Hold on. Wait, did I take a picture of the water bottle now that I think about it? Take a picture of that too. Because now I'm thinking about it. So what if not only that, he ingested some of it too? Lit cigarettes can come close to 1,000 while being smoked. However, I want to say that's enough to completely burn away a body. I'm just a doctor, but I don't think a plastic bottle would spontaneously combust. According to the autopsy report, the plastic bottle contained alcohol. I see, very interesting. Is it possible that the alcohol was the source of the fire? Chemicals have both the auto ignition temperature and a flash point. Spontaneous combustion is related to auto ignition temperatures. Even at high concentration, alcohol only combusts at 420. However, its flash point is low. So if in close proximity to fire, it ignites at 13. A plastic bottle containing alcohol was found near the victim. It might not be the source of the fire, but might be related to why he burned to death. So, can the cigarette come into play now? Nope. Alright. Look like it may be something in that plastic bag. Okay. Probably didn't take a picture of the plastic bag. Thought I did. Oh wait, did I present the bucket too? Okay. Alright, so I think I got enough. Alright. Right. It's hard to believe that the cause of fire, but let's move on for now. Our first question should be why it was at the scene in the first place. Did someone else bring it there, or could it have been the victim himself? Oh, wasn't the victim carrying a bag or something when he came in? Did he bring it himself? I remember the case files that the waiter delivered to us should include a videotape labeled Senko Pharmaceutical Building Front Entrance Security Camera. Let's see if the victim is on it. Cool.
そうね。
Looks like the victim went out right before the incident, so let's take a look. They won't let me zoom in. It's so stupid. See, that's the one thing, like, when it comes to like loss prevention and stuff for me, is this was something I learned way early, like within this shit. It's ironic because I feel like my teaching from one job versus my teaching from another job is they just want it there in your face immediately. Like that's how like the cops pretty much want it. So that's pretty much how I go about it. Yeah, if I remember right, this is only a few minutes before. Like, well, actually, no, like almost a half hour before. Or, no, about 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll say that's like 15 minutes before.
見て。
There go that motherfucker. 'So the other guy with the bag wasn't him? But we seen him come in with a bag, though. Unless the film was doctored. Yeah. Let's check out the other security tape, too. It might show him coming back. Alright, cool. Yep.
見て。
He didn't have anything when he left. but now he's carrying some kind of bag in his right hand. So now we should probably check to see what store he went to. It took the victim about 15 minutes to return. Yeah. If he walked at a consistent speed, that's a 7 to 8 minutes. That's 7 to 8 minutes each way. Maybe if we figure out where he went during that time, we can find out where he got that bag and what's in it. Cool. Looks like you ran into a problem. In our current surveillance society, there are tons of security cameras installed around town. Parking lots, shops, private property, you name it. You can narrow down which ones to check if you know what you're looking for. Yo, mechanic, why you looking at me like that, bro? Better not tell folks where I'm at, man. Of course, we can't hack any that aren't connected to a network. But luckily, Faust, you are. Sorry, I broke the fourth wall. He's like, yo, how do you know my name, man? But anyway, of course, we can't hack any that aren't connected to a network. But that also means that as long as it is on a network, we can hack it. Just call it one of my special skills. We want to know where the victim went, right? In that case, if we get the footage of the fork and each possible route, we can probably figure out which way he went. The victim left the office and headed to the right. It doesn't look like he went back right away, so he must have turned down the street. From point A on the map, the victim should have taken one or two routes. Okay, I see where it's going. Yeah. There's one security camera next to point A. Looks like the footage of the victim. I'll hack into it and send you data. Cool. It might be difficult to find one person in a security footage of a crowded street. Try using compare if you want to confirm whether the person in the video is who you're looking for. If you have equipment, scan a photo of the face of the person you want to use to compare on. The AI will vectorize the characteristics of the person's eyes, nose, and mouth. It can then compare the vectorized face data with any face it detects in a video and give you a match rate. The higher the rate, the more likely it is that they are the same person. Alright, let's check the security footage and retrace the victim's movements. Alright, say less. Switch windows. Alright, so we'll put him there. Cool, y'all gonna let me full screen this time? Nope. Alright. Zoop zoo doo doo, zoop zoo doo doo, zoop zoo doo doo, zoop zoo doo doo. Let me chill. Zoop zoop doo doo, zoop zoop doo doo doo. Wah. See somebody with a cardboard box over there. Alright, let's keep it pushing. I just like how I can't full screen it.
見て。
Isn't that... Damn. I was trying to read what she was saying. Start by selecting the face of the person in the video. Let's switch to screenshot mode. Once you're in screenshot mode, roll your cursor over the person's face, just like you did. Okay, cool. Bring it back, bring it back. About comparing, you can compare elements found by AI in the photo or photos. When a target is found on both monitors, you can compare the images on each of them for a match. I swear this game's ahead of its time. Well, actually, no, it's not ahead of its time. It's with its time. It's just other games don't really do this shit. So let's see. Press when a target has been found on both displays. That's a high match rate. It's safe to assume that that's the victim. Let's look into the next area, assuming he went left here. Looks like the victim turned left from point A. The road splits to point B. If we follow the footage from a security camera near point B, we should be able to figure out where the victim went. There are 2 security cameras near point B. There should be footage of the victim on one or both of the cameras. I hacked them now and send you the video. Take a look. I'm assuming it's gonna be that one in the middle. So it's east. Alright, let me get the east one. East side. Because false is from the east side. Alright, let's look for the victim. If you see someone who looks like them, use the compare. Okay, let's see. You can detect their faces. Thankfully, the victim wasn't wearing one. But keep that in mind when detecting targets. Alright. Oh, finally I can full screen this shit. Zoop doo 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 doo, zoop zoo doo doo doo, zoop zoo doo doo doo. Oh, never mind, he on a bicycle. Zoop zoop doo doo. Nope. He's holding something, so I'm pretty sure this is not him. Yeah, it's not. Video mode. Here we go. I was like, how do I get this back to video mode? Nope. Let's keep going. Zoop zoop doop doop zoop zoop doop doop.
見て。
How do I compare? Oh, here we go. Bah. Zoop doop. How'd I know he was gonna come through on the east? Like, it's like, yeah, be on the lookout. He might come through to the west. Bullshit. No offense to my West Coast motherfuckers. I'm just saying, east side to the death. Looks like the victim turned right. Okay. There are 2 security cameras near point C. On one or both of those cameras. I'll hack now and send you. Okay. So the safe bet you want to do is you want to go with the first one. Because the first one will be able to see if he goes those 2 ways. Oh, that was a dude that was riding on his bike earlier, too. Oh, yeah, there go the old man. Nope. 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 Okay, here we go. Screenshot. We still don't know which way the victim went. Let's watch the footage carefully and figure that out. Alright, cool. Victim headed to the right. Okay, so now we know for sure that he went this way. Yeah, because I didn't want to just do that and then I end up not catching him. And now we're right by the parking lot. I see that motherfucker over there. Let me chill. Alright, maybe this footage will show the victim. Let's check. I bet I'm in here. I'm mad because the TV don't just come with a zoom. So he didn't walk through the parking lot. Oh yeah, that explains it. Like we're not like nowhere near it right now. Is this him? Shoot, doopity doo doo. Where the fuck is Bodman at? Alright. I don't see his mask. Wait, is this him over here? Nope. Guy with a backpack. So it looks like he didn't come through on this side. Yeah, he didn't come through on this side. But he's now on security footage from the camera that's down the road. Considering when the victim returned to the office, perhaps his destination was near point D. Hopefully, the security camera near point D. Yeah.
そうですね。
There are some stores with cameras that way, so I'll send you the footage from those. Bet. My best bet, D is probably it. Ironically. Actually, yeah, let me check D first. Yeah, because if he doesn't go past here, then... Wait, it's a pharmacy? Let me see here. Yeah, this actually might be the spot. Wow, on the first try, too. Alright, and bam. And click clack. Right on the first try. Respect the gamma. Alright, so next video mode. And let that thing play. See what he get. What if he just come out with a gun and rob the spot? He's holding a white bottle. Can't read the label, but let's use it. Let's see. But let's use compare to see if there was anything like that bottle on the crime scene. I got y'all. Okay. Click clack. Bow. Did any of the scene photos show a bottle like this one? Let's check. Alright. Put something that you think is a match to the victim's bottom on the screen for comparison. Alright. In the best. That's a high match rate. I think it's safe to say they're the same thing. So the bottle at the crime scene was probably the same one that the victim bought. I think I've heard a little about ethanol, but we need more information. Alright, works for me.
Hi.
You still have questions about the ethanol. We want to know more details or more detailed information about ethanol. Ethanol is also known as ethyl alcohol. Its chemical formula is C2H2O. H2O, wow. I'm bugging. Its chemical formula is C2H6O. Oh yeah. I got a fun question for y'all. How many of y'all still actually know how like all the letters and stuff for like chemicals and different elements work? It's like I always forget what like the two represents. Cause I want to say that's like how many I forget. But if I remember right, so like for instance like H2O. So that's like two H's and oxygen. Yeah, so two hydrogens and oxygen. And then it's like kind of like it's kind of, and then it's like shaped kind of like an atom. So it's like you got like I guess the oxygen will be the O, and then you have like two H's connect to it. But yeah, I haven't done science in like forever, man. I don't even know how. Well, actually, no. I know how I passed environmental science in college. That was because it was about the environment more than it was about like crazy science. But anyway, its chemical formula is C2H6O. It's volatile, colorless, and transparent liquid. It qualifies as a hazardous material under the Fire Service Act and ignites at about 13 C, with the flames reaching about 1700 C. I should have an article about ethanol. I'll send it to you. Ethanol is a clear, odorless. Well, yeah, he was just saying this. Traditionally used as an anesthetic. Used as an anesthetic. As far as I know, I don't remember if anesthetic means the same thing that I'm thinking of. Cause like we use alcohol sometimes to like it helps disinfect, helps like kill germs and shit. But I forgot if that's what anesthetic means. However, such uses declined when the development of safer, more effective alternatives. Currently, it is used as a solvent in the production of medicines, cosmetics, and skincare products, since it is effective as a cleanser, antibacterial agent, and preservative. It is used as a common ingredient in hand sanitizer and to increase the shelf life of vaccines and medicines. It is also a key ingredient in the production of fermented foods and drinking alcohol. In recent years, there has been interest in the use of purified ethanol as a biofuel through the processing of natural materials like corn, sugarcane, and cellulose. Oh, not cellulose. My bad. But I mean, yeah. I think the only problem with biofuel is like biodiesel and stuff like that. I think if I remember right, the only issue with that is that it would burn too fast. And then not only that, it's like it's not completely controllable. Like materials like how corn or sugarcane would probably be. Those will probably be a little bit more controllable. Because like it's like although sugar burns and stuff, it doesn't burn at like the same rate that ethanol would. That's why it's volatile. 3 types based on alcohol concentration. Anhydrous ethanol is 95.5% viable or more. Ethanol is 95.1 to 99 to 96.9% in volume. And disinfected ethanol is 67% to 81% volume. So if we talking about regular ethanol, then that's 95. But if it's anhydrous, if it's we're just gonna say if it's A ethanol, then that shit is flammable as the motherfucker. Disinfected ethanol is used as a okay, we already read that. Let's see, to kill viruses such as novel diseases, while ethanol is used for cleaning. Ethanol is that's cleaning. I knew it. I was about to say that's cleaning ethanol. Ethanol is used. Okay, so however, the consumption of disinfected ethanol may result in symptoms of respiratory failure, shock. The severity of any poisoning symptoms is proportional to the concentration of ethanol in the blood. Sounds like ethanol alone won't produce high temperatures, but it can be considered a catalyst.
So ne.
At this point, I think we can say that the ethanol is most likely the culprit. Let's put up a picture of the ethanol. Now the question is, why would the victim buy ethanol? So far, our investigation hasn't uncovered the reason why the victim bought the ethanol. So in that scenario, we'd have to ask the people. Maybe we should ask him for a second opinion. We can pay a visit in the morning, so let's call it a day and head over there then. Make sure you don't oversleep. I'm oversleeping. Okay, so I should have just put ethanol from the jump. I put the cigarettes just because like they were saying it wasn't like a complete catalyst. But no, I put cigarettes because the cigarettes can burn at that temperature. But I was moving too ahead. I should have just went with the most the thing that could ignite the quickest. All right. Fought you, prison. This is what we doing? Harumicho Fachu, Tokyo. Ministry of Justice, Tokyo. Koisai Kanko Fuchu Prison.
府中刑務所、通称府警。犯罪傾向が進んでいる B 指標の受刑者や日本人と異なる処遇を必要とする F 指標の外国人受刑者など約3000人が収監されているわ。そして私たちが所属していた岩井探偵事務所の所長である岩井さんが収監されている場所でもある。ここに来たのは彼に助言を求めるため。会いに行きましょう。探偵岩井検事に。
I ain't gonna lie, if I was crazy into the detective shit, I probably wouldn't mind visits like this either. Gives me time to actually solve cases. What's good, Copper?
お久しぶりです。
You know, man, more detective stuff. How's everything with you?
よ、二人とも元気そうじゃないか。
岩井さんも事務所にいた時より顔色がいいんじゃないですか。
まあな、ここは3食昼寝付きのパラダイスだ。徹夜でろくな食事もできずに張り込みしたり、泥や埃にまみれて迷い犬を探す必要もない。
確かに探偵事務所よりはいい環境ですね。
今日はどうした？無駄話をしたいために来たみたいだな。
I might have to hit you up later and ask you, know how that go. Ah, damn, man. That sucks. Yeah, my condolences on that, guy. So what brings you here? Oh, yeah.
「俺のことはどうでもいいんだよ。事件の調査に集中しろ。
異能教団の教祖である山野井を探し出して教団が行っていた実験や計画が証明できれば岩井さんの冤罪を晴らすことができます。そうすればここから出てまた岩井探偵事務所を。
Yeah, bro, I know what you mean. But if you need somebody to talk to, let me know, bro.
俺をここから出そうとか考えないでいい。今度はお前たちまで捕まってしまうぞ。
True.
山野井は逃走を続けているが、 教団は壊滅した。
You're not wrong about that, man.
それで満足している。
でも
秋葉、これからは自分の人生を生きろ。ここの暮らしもそれほど悪くないさ。余生を静かに過ごすには十分すぎる。お前たちが木島と君の事件を調査するのは自由だ。だが俺のために事件を解決しようとか考えるんじゃない。ただ真実を追い求めるために事件を調査するんだ。それが探偵ってものだ。
わかりました。
エタノールは一般にはエチルアルコールとも呼ばれるアルコールのことだ。エタノールには無水エタノールや消毒用エタノールなどがあってアルコール濃度が異なる。このあたりは戸塚先生の方が詳しい。
Okay, so he already knows that, so.
被害者が焼死する直前に無水エタノールを購入していたという話だが、揮発性の高い無水エタノールの用途としては精密機器の掃除や風呂のカビ取りに用いられたり、水で薄めることで消毒用エタノールとしても使用することができる。
岩井さんの口から掃除とかカビ取りとかいう言葉が出ると思わなかったですけど、随分と詳しいですね。
お前たちが来るまで誰が岩井探偵事務所の掃除をしていたと思ってんだ。
ああ、そういうことですか。
実は無水エタノールはそれ以外にも使い道があってな。
何ですか？
飲むんだよ、酒としてな。
You can drink it as a beverage?
体に悪くないんですか？
そのままじゃなく薄めれば飲むことは可能だ。何よりエタノールは酒精とも呼ばれ、もともと酒の成分として含まれている。
なるほど。
So you telling me that this man, he diluted the alcohol with the water bottle, and then he drank that shit just to get like beyond drunk, just to get like super drunk, and then his dumb ass smoked a cig. And then he got set on fire. That's crazy. He's like, oh shit. Fuck.
ただ普通の酒と違って無水エタノールはアルコール度数が高い。上飲していれば中毒症状が出ているだろう。関係者の証言をもう一度確認してみるんだな。
わかりました。
人体自然発火現象。人が突然燃え上がるという現象か。
そうです。超常的な力が働いていると思いますか？
そうとは言い切れない。そもそも人体自然発火現象には様々な説がある。タバコや体内のアルコールに引火した説、プラズマ説、衣類の素材による表面フラッシュ現象説、複数の条件が重なって偶然発生した可能性も高い。つまり科学的に証明できない現象ではないということだ。
それじゃあ今回の被害者も？
それを明らかにするのは俺じゃない。お前たちの役目だ。事件には必ず何らかの痕跡がある。たとえ一見しただけではわからない痕跡でも根気強く調査していくことで見えてきたりもする。諦めないことだ。
おい、そろそろ時間だ。
わかったよ。
岩井さん、
Hold your head up, G.
ありがとうございました。
Hold your head up, man.
よかったです。それじゃあ私たちは事務所に戻ります。
お前たち、
一
つ事件を調査する上でのアドバイスをやろう。
うん。
視点だ。
視点？
そうだ。事件というのはある点から見る場合と違う点から見る場合で見えるものが異なる。一つの視点からだけで物事を見ていると重要な手がかりを見落とすことがある。 行き詰まったら視点を変えて調べてみることだ。そうすることで今までつながっていなかった点と点がつながることもある。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
EY looked. Oh, oops. President EY looked way better than I expected, but he's a detective, so I'm sure he has regrets. He lost to the psychic cult he was fighting, and their founder, Yamanoi. But we're still here. If we can uncover the cult's plan and reveal the existence of psychics, I'm sure we can prove the president was wrongfully convicted. But in order to do that, we gotta go against psychics that could possibly read minds. So pretty much they were probably already on to us from the jump. Cause you gotta think about that. Dude's probably just reading people's minds like, oh, I gotta hurry up for this function. We gotta go party. It's like, oh yeah, that's a bad bitch. Oh, I hope he don't find out that we're investigating him. Like, wait a minute. It's like, it'd be like one of those. We might find some clues that could lead us to the cult and the psychics by investigating unsolved cases. I'm sure these investigations will help us do that. No matter how difficult the case, we can't give up. The box on the shelf has articles about the psychic cult. Oh wait, so the box on the shelf has articles about the psychic cult case that the EOI detective agency was involved in. It would be good to reread them when you get the chance, so that we don't forget the past. Right, perspective. Let's do what UI said and try looking at the case from a different angle. We can read the testimonies that the police took from the people who knew the victim. The police took testimonies from people who knew Gichi. Think they might have some useful. Think they might have something useful. Let's start with the person who worked in the same department. Okay. You can read through the evidence and other materials related to the case. You can enter analyst mode. Okay. Timona will talk to you when analyzing words that change color when you place your cursor on it. Okay. Now, there we go. Just so that y'all can see it. Make it a little bit bigger, man. Testimony. Okay, we get your name. It's a full-time employee, date of birth. The above individual voluntarily made the following statement. Okay. Relationship with Mr. Kuroki. Senior employee under the same department. Recent behavior. He seemed to be more stressed than usual due to multiple large projects. Yeah, so due to large projects. However, he would never get angry, which I found to be truly impressive. He was a mild-mannered type, but he did get angry at me once for accidentally taking his water bottle. I didn't even drink from it. Yeah, man, that man's drinking on that ethanol, man. He's sipping on that ethanol. It's strange that he would get angry over someone just taking the water bottle by accident. Was there some problem with other people touching it? Alright. Large projects. Large project seems the victim did some pretty important work at the pharmaceutical company. Oh, okay. Also said he was mild-mannered. I wonder what kind of project put someone on that over the edge like that. So your actions. So your actions on that day of the incident. My train was late, so I arrived at the office at 10 a.m. and I left at 8 p.m. The company should have that on record. After I returned home, I called my girlfriend around 10 p.m. You can check my call log for proof. So he left at 8, so he's good. End the statement. So this is another colleague. So the above made the following statement. So this is Motoko. Relationship, colleagues, we belong to different departments but work on the same projects. Okay, so she would know. Okay, so it's not letting me do that. So I won't worry about it then. See, recent behavior. He should have been very busy due to all the projects he had taken on, but he was always cheerful. Though he did often smell of alcohol. There we go. During the work hours. He was getting sauce. And he bought a bottle containing some... Both of those facts. Point to the possibility that the victim was a regular drinker. He drank some... he drank so much that he would bring alcohol to work, which is crazy. I never seen him drink in the office. Okay, so I can't include that part. Your actions on the incident. I came to work at 9 a.m. and left at 6 p.m. I went shopping and returned home at 8 p.m. My daughter can testify to me being home. Okay. Alright. Let's check out this janitor next. And that is Ario Shuto. Okay. Relationship with Mr. Koraki. I worked for the department as a janitor. I didn't know him. How did you discover the body? I was going down. Wait, so you didn't know him? Okay, I guess that's not going. Alright, let me keep going. How did you discover the body? I was going down the basement to throw some garbage when I noticed the smell of burning meat. It was higher than usual down there. And it was full of smoke. The actions the day of the incident. Okay, so you arrived and began cleaning. I found the body shortly after 6:10 a.m. That's when you found it. Immediately after that, I notified the police. Afterwards, I corroborated with questioning. Okay. Next up, we got Mori. I said Mori. Her Mary, real name Katone Hante. Why is she called Mori then? Alright. Relationship with Mr. Karaki. He was a regular of mine. A regular of yours? What kind of businesses you went to?
So ne.
Seeing the victim was quite fond of Miss Mary. Recent behavior, Mr. Kawaki came. Mr. Kawaki would come see me 4 to 5 times a month. He would often order expensive liquor.
So ne.
Based on this, I get the impression he was a dedicated patron of hers. I don't know how much a pharmaceutical company pays, but would a regular employee make enough for all this? And he would give me presents on special occasions?
So ne.
It seems the victim was a dedicated patron. He said that he would have bought me a handbag for my anniversary. What in the world? This man tricking.
So ne.
It looks like the victim was a dedicated patron. For my anniversary, he was going to bring it tomorrow. It's hard to believe that someone who made plans would commit suicide the day before. Not to mention, it was with a lady he favored. It even says that he bought her a present. I can't believe he would die the day after he called me.
So ne.
The victim made plans to meet this person on the day after his death. The actions on the day of the incident. I went to Odaba with the son of the local university hospital's director that day. I didn't see Mr. Koroki. The director's son can testify to my whereabouts. But you went with the director's son of a local university hospital. I mean, what if you would have saw that? That probably would have pissed him off, man. It'd be because you'd be surprised how quick a motherfucker will get into his feelings, man. It's like letting your girl go to like a Chris Brown or Usher concert, and he just and they just singing right to her. And I don't know if y'all seen like the recent videos of that tour. Guarantee motherfuckers gonna be ready to fight, man. Cause they on that Joe shit talking about the things your man won't do, having that. Bet I do that for you. So next we got this is Mirai Nico. I kept saying that for the other chick. Let's see. Relationship with Mr. Kuroki. We are colleagues, but from different departments. Recent behavior. Since I worked in the General Affairs Department, I know when our employees arrive and leave office. Mr. Kuroki was part of the Drug Administration Department, and I believe his attendance was quite good, but he often took half days for hospital visits. Looks like the victim went to the hospital regularly for treatment. I feel bad looking into someone's private medical history, but this might give us a clue about the truth behind the victim's death. Except we have no way of knowing which hospital he went to. And I doubt the company would tell us. Okay. So details should be in the company's health insurance record, but I cannot disclose that even to the police as it is private information. Your actions on the day of the incident. Cool. I went to work at 9 a.m., left at 6 p.m., and at 7 p.m. I had a girls' night out with an old friend of mine from school. Okay. Yeah, they thought I wasn't going to spend the block. Nope, I did. Health insurance. I feel like I've seen that mentioned somewhere before, but where? Probably the article on the company. Because I ain't look at the autopsy report yet. Right, the article with the interview on the Senko Pharmaceuticals mentioned health insurance. Let's read it over. So, new infectious disease, blah, blah, blah. What we got here? Small businesses spike decline due to lower foreign demand. Improvement of medical care. In order to restore Japan's former economic prosperity, I believe healthcare industry must be able to provide the people with lives of free movement, restriction, and risk of infection. In order to accomplish that, we aim to improve comprehensive medical care. Senku Pharmaceuticals is largely divided into 3 divisions: medical care, drug administration, and self-welfare. In addition to running general hospitals, our medical care division also focuses on facilities for long-term care, while our drug administration division directly supplies the medication that these facilities use in addition to overseeing on-site clinical trials. This enables us to provide the patient in our care with the medication and treatment that they need. Finally, our social welfare division focuses on comprehensive health insurance in order to maintain an environment where our employees, specialists, blah, 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 blah. Our comprehensive health are basically full-time, part-time contract staff, which allows our company to cover medical costs or provide financial assistance to them and their dependents for any illness, in addition to time off work due to illnesses. Plus, our company has compiled a database containing our employees' personal data, such as treatment and hospitalization history, so that we can provide them with prompt and suitable care. I believe that it is because our company provides medical professionals with an environment where they can make full use of their abilities, that we can support the advancement of a wide variety of industry and contribute to the recovery of Japan's economy. Oh, okay, so that's everybody. Save your investigation progress by resting on the sofa. You can create multiple save files and choose which slot to save them in. Okay, cool. If you open some cat food and leave it out, the cat will smell it and come to eat. I think it lives in this building, but it comes into our office a lot. We just call it the cat. Oh, okay, cool. I can just walk. Alright, man. Alright, I get it. Like shit, man. You're welcome, motherfucker. What? That's funny. He says ass on the poster. Oh, I can change his music. Damn, y'all ain't got nothing a little bit smoother. Alright, I fuck with it. Why they gotta hate? I can't just bump that. Alright. Okay, so we can talk to her next. Oh yeah, I wanted to see this resource shelf real quick here, right? Oh, so wait, that's all it has for me? No clues regarding the culprit. 5th evidence of the year. Alright. And nothing else. Inside the mysterious underground code. Government's affair with founder. Okay. Police officer commits suicide. Government shot. Police officer commits suicide. Nothing else. It sucks because I can't like read the rest of this. Exposing the dark web. Exposing the dark web. Suspected involvement in Tokyo disappearances. University hospital raided. How you raid a whole hospital? What the fuck is you doing? Like, what kind of crime is happening in the hospital that y'all gotta raid it? That's crazy. It's like, yeah, doctor didn't have enough money to pay for a surgery that he could possibly already do. So he turns to a life of crime. Fugitive EY arrested as key suspect. Lone perpetrator of large-scale terrorism plot. Supplementary indictment for kidnap and murder. Damn. Cult collusion. Police cited at gathering. Cult collusion with the police. Critical mistrust of leadership. Just like the president said, let's try changing our perspectives. There should be testimonies that the police took. Also, wait, I'm not done yet.
Ne. Ne.
That's why I didn't This talks about the health insurance. So Senko doesn't just develop medication to run hospitals, they run their own health insurance programs too. Employees and patients have ID numbers separate from their regular insurance number. By managing all our data using these ID numbers, we can effectively prioritize care. So they manage their employees and patients using these unique ID numbers. Doesn't that mean the victim's data is pre-recorded somewhere? Want to see medical data for the victim, Mr. Gichi Kuraki. Right. Well, we never know where we might find clues related to the spontaneous human combustion. The current Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare's data. They have all this on it. The current Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare's data health plan policy promotes the digitalization and analysis. I said analysis and analysis of policy holders' medical information in an effort to better manage health and prevent diseases. Among this, the health insurance associations often take registered patients' medical and outpatient records and put them into one database to manage. I think Senku uses the same approach. Does that mean if we can see the database, we can figure out what the victim was an outpatient for? Yes, that's right. One moment I'll try hacking into the health information insurance association servers. Damn. Looks like all the data is compiled using a number and not by the names. It might be countermeasure against security breaches of personal information, but we won't be able to tell which one belongs to Gichi Kuroki like this. I think we could find it if we knew his ID number though. So we'll just have to find his ID number. We'll look for it. Okay. Let me know when you find it. Say less. I'm on that shit. Let's see if anything of the victims or from the scene has his number. Okay, cool. Damn, I gotta go to the actual picture. Alright. Sango is a pharmaceutical company, so it makes sense that they'd have a department for overseeing drug development. This victim must have been in charge of managing new drugs and their development. Preventing information leaks would have been important, so it must have been a stressful job. Alright. ID number. If this is his Sanko pharmaceutical ID number, it should be the same one for his health insurance. Maybe we can pull the victim's history using database. Okay. Call Bow. I get it. Hope that's I said that took a while. That did not take a while. I'm already on it, man. That's I hope the mechanic's online. Did you find anything we can use? Maybe we took a screenshot of something that will tell us the victim's ID number. Let's check the screenshot folder. Alright, so I'll submit it. Submit. I'll try hacking into the Health Insurance Association servers again. This is an easy hack. The treatment data included a part about outpatient appointment history. I'll send it to you. Oh yeah, I need that, man. I need that. Yeah, regular appointments at a no mental clinic in Yuri General Hospital. Let me know what catches your eye. I'm on it, man. Psycho. I know mental clinic specializes in counseling. It has good reviews too. Counselors are very popular overseas. Many people visit them when they have a lot on their mind or aren't feeling well. It might be accurate to call them professional advisors instead of doctors. So now we got Yuri General Hospital. So, Yuri General Hospital specializes in internal medicine, like for circulatory and digestive systems. It has some skilled doctors on staff, so it's very highly regarded. But damn, man. He sees this one a lot. Okay. And orthopedics? Nah. That's what I was saying. The rest of this seems ordinary. This is a lot of money, man. Days in for treatment. So the usual. Total expensive. So the amount paid by the issuer, by the insurer, and then the amount paid by the company. Jesus Christ, man. His deductible almost looking like my deductibles, man. He has he has to pay a high deductible. Because the insurance barely pays much. Like, he's paying the rest of that shit each visit. And nothing else out of the ordinary. Besides this psycho whatever medicine. Want to know why he visited the Anno Mental Clinic. The server probably has his records, so I'll send it. You want to know why he visited the hospital? Okay, so he's gonna send that too. The hospital medical records might help us uncover the truth of the victim's cause of death. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yep, how'd I know? Name of the illness, alcohol dependency. Administered medication, Nelphamine. Patient informed, yes. Treatment available, yes. Primary symptoms is hand tremors and sweating. Remark, consider increasing dose to 20 milligrams of Nelphamine if no improvement is seen. This concludes the diagnosis. Okay. Oh, so y'all not gonna let me... Alright, whatever. Seems the victim was an alcoholic, but is that relevant to his cause of death? Click, 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 click. Alright. So as y'all can see, for whatever reason, they won't let me click on this. But I'll tell y'all what my instant thought came to when I seen the hand tremors. It's possible, like, let's say he was drinking and all that, and he was trying to smoke. What if the hand tremors happen, slips out, boom, now you, goddamn, now you're on fire. Alright. And then let's see this one. Is there anything catching your eye? Alright. Ketone body metabolic disease. Alright. Illness. So he's had it for 5 years. Symptoms: abdominal pain, nausea, stabbing pain in the hands and feet.
なるほど。
High blood and alcohol concentration. If he had a high blood alcohol concentration, that means his body wasn't processing it.
So ne.
Sweet or fruity smell and breath. Consumes alcohol daily.
なるほど。
Smokes 1 to 2 packs a day.
なるほど。
Oh, I almost ain't see this. Insulin injections and Glufast. Regular prescriptions. Okay. If the body is lacking in carbohydrates, they are used as an alternative energy source. At normal levels, creatine bodies are not problematic, but they can cause issues if they build up. What kind of issues? Ketone bodies are acidic, so high concentrations in blood can lead to symptoms of dehydration. Patients then drink water excessively as a result, but doing so results in stomach pain or nausea. In extreme cases, these patients may even fall into a coma, and this is often life-threatening. I had no idea. Yeah, and he's also diabetic too, because he don't take those insulin shots. Ketone body readings taken during Mr. Kuroki's exam certainly indicate an abnormality of some kind. Stabbing pain in the limbs can be caused from a variety of causes. For example, if a person's blood becomes too thick, oxygen and nutrients may not reach their extremities. This can cause peripheral neuropathy, which is often accompanied by tingling or prickling sensations. Oh, okay. Looking at his records, it appears he drank and smoked quite heavily. That might explain these symptoms. His breath smelled sour and fruity. Now that is interesting. His records indicate abnormally high ketone levels. So that sour fruity smell on his breath was likely the acetone. Acetone. Acetone is a type of ketone body. If it was noticeable in his breath, that would indicate it has built up significantly within his body. Acetone is a ketone body intermediate that is produced during fat-related metabolic processes. Or is that metabolic processes? If his ketone body levels were high, then his acetone concentration would have also been high. Ketone bodies are acidic, so high concentrations can cause the blood to become acidic as well. Symptoms include stomach pain and nausea. Extreme cases can even induce a coma or result in death. So you're saying that's why Mr. Kuroki was receiving medical treatment? It's likely, but there's something else interesting about the acetone. Experiments conducted overseas have shown that it can play a role in the combustion of animals. It what? In other words, metabolic abnormalities can cause the overproduction of highly flammable acetone, which in turn might lead to the possibility of abnormal combustion at high temperatures. I'll send you some information on the acetones. Please give it a look. Coach. CH3 and Cooch. Site that. Acetones colors. Blah, blah, blah. So that might be one reason to why the victim burned to death. Let's use the evidence board to organize the information we have so far. Okay. Alright, so it looks like I'm done with that. That's 2 calluses that could cause... Okay. So, the victim purchased ethanol before the incident and had a very high acetone level in the blood. Those are the 2 callus that could mean. Document of acetone. Here we go. Ethanol, acetone. We need proof that these two substances can burn away the human body. But how do we get the proof? The bartender is an expert in medicine. Let's ask if he knows the way. Ethanol and acetone combustion experiments. A colleague of mine from a university research lab once researched the cause behind fires. I recall the verification test involved using pork soaked in acetone and ethanol. I could still have the recording. I'll send it to you. What we got here, man? What we got? The video experiment does show things violently going up in flame in an instant, but it's hard to believe the body would burn up just like that. Maybe there's another reason. So it shows that can cause combustion, but it's hard to believe a human body could burn up in so little time. There must be some other factor. You got a point. A human body can burn up with just can't burn up with just acetone and ethanol. With enough time, however, it is certainly possible. When human body fat is melted by the heat, it may be absorbed by the clothing, much like a wick in a candle. The fat will function like wax, creating steady, long-lasting combustion. It would follow the parts of the body with the low fat count, or with the low fat content, like the legs would be left behind. Could that really happen? In this case, it appears acetone and ethanol had built up in the victim's body. That will likely increase the effects. I have some information for you. Please take a look. Alright. I'm trying to. Damn. Here we go. So, the body is completely burnt and reduced to ashes. The body is burnt, but the fire has not spread to surrounding furniture. Parts of both hands and feet were left behind. What is the cause in this mysterious? Okay. The John Wick effect. The Wick effect. The Wick effect is a phenomenon that causes human body to burn slowly at a high temperature like a candle. It occurs when the fat in the body acts as fuel, while fibers from the clothing or other objects act like a wick. Experiment using pigs, which have similar composition to humans, have shown that the body can be completely consumed due to this effect. However, there are various other conditions that must be met, such as the subject being obese, dependent on alcohol, or having overconsumed some of the other substance. Okay. Well, that's case closed. What caused the sustained combustion? Yeah, I did not look at his autopsy. Oh yeah, and then again, what's the main thing I need? So I got the ethanol. I got the proof of the what's the name in his body. And or having overconsumed some other substance. So I guess now the cigarettes come into play. Where I want to view it. So I guess I just have the answers. Alright. What could cause the pain combustion? So if that's the case, I guess now the cigarettes come into play. Was this case a murder or suicide, or could it have been an accident? What caused this, and what could the supernatural abilities have been involved? Whatever conclusion we come to, the police will use our report to re-investigate the case. So we need to be careful what we submit. Take some time to reconfirm everything you're not sure about. After all, we're the only ones uncovering the truth behind these unsolved cases. Okay. Nope. Still want to investigate? Let me know when you're done investigating. Alright. Because I think I got just about everything. But I'm going to save on the file just in case. You just chilling here, man? That cat funny. Okay, so let me see what I got here. I got the ethanol. I got his Koch record. And we got the sustained combustion, which would be his cigarettes. However, I'm not completely sold on that. Because it's saying, or having overconsumed some other substance. So, yep. Yeah, so that should be good. What the fuck? Was the victim's death or suicide? Was the victim's death or accident? Yeah, so. Yes. So that's what you deduce. Did the victim have any plans made for the days after his death? Yes. Even if the victim was under stress or had other mental health issues, what would be enough reason to Did he say anything to his acquaintances where we can find clues about that? Okay. That was Mirage Testament. Since he had plans to go somewhere he frequent the next day, suicide seems unlikely. So let me fix that. Was it suicide? No. Was the victim's death a homicide? No. Is there any evidence that can shed light on the victim's personality? Was he the type to attract resentment from others? Is there any evidence that shows his personality? Oh, I can actually check these. Okay, cool. Nope. Perfect. Several people say that the victim was mild-mannered and didn't have any conflicts with anyone. Doesn't seem like anyone would hold a grudge against him. Footage from the scene didn't show anyone other than the victim either, so I doubt it was a random attack. Do you think it was an accident? Yep. And he had plans to meet someone the next day. Safe to assume that it was an accident. Okay, what was the source of the fire? In order for something to burn, there would have had to have been a fire source. What do you think that was? That should be the lighter. Right. Considering that this was left at the scene and the victim was a smoker, we can assume it caused the fire. Is there any evidence indicating that the victim's health or any other conditions? Yeah. Okay. So, health condition, that's the acetone. Oh wait, no. I need his. Nope, that's not what I want. Here we go. Piece of evidence shows the condition of the victim's health. There's a high possibility some conditions recorded here contributed to the fire. The victim's dependence on a certain substance led to its buildup and caused the CHC. Yeah, that's one. Right, the victim had an accumulation of ethanol in his body due to dependence on alcohol. Cool. What substance found in the victim's body showed abnormally high readings? Okay, now we got it. Right, the victim had an accumulation of acetone in his body due to abnormally high count. How was a high enough temperature? How was a high enough temperature maintained long enough to burn the body completely? So, but long-term exposure to high temperatures is needed to burn away. Reason feels weak to me, but let's continue the report. Okay, so she don't like it. Huh. I just realized my mic is muted. Hopefully, hopefully I wasn't like muted too long. Plastic bottle? Maybe if I compare them. Okay, I see where I fucked up now, man. You finished investigation. Alright, cool. I'm just confused about what it wants from me here. How was a high enough temperature maintained long enough to burn the body? Oh, wait. Is this the wick effect? Where's the thing about the wick effect here? That has to be why the victim burned for such a long time. The combustion of these two substances and his obesity caused a bizarre phenomenon to occur. We can prove that using the evidence from this scene. There we go. I think that's all that's needed. Should we send this to Yuka? Yeah. We are done.
所属不明艦が発射した弾道ミサイルが日本の EEZ 排他的経済水域外に落下したと防衛省が発表しました。これを受けて総理大臣官邸で上倉総理大臣は記者団に対し、日本の国防を揺るがす事態である国連安保理に緊急会合の招集を要請していると述べています。続いて9月4日に新宿区で発生した製薬会社社員の焼死事件について、警察が新たな発表を行いました。東京都新宿区にある医療法人三幸製薬の地下駐車場で焼死体となって発見された倉木義一さん45歳について、出火原因は現場に残された遺留品や現場検証の結果、タバコやライターの火が服に引火したものではないかという見解を示しました。関係者の証言から被害者は事件後にも知人と飲食店へ行く約束をしていることから自殺の線は薄く、また周囲との人間関係も良好であったため、怨恨やトラブルによる他殺の線も薄いと考えられています。そのため警視庁の調べでは被害者の過失による事故であると結論付け、近く捜査本部を解散する予定です。今回被害者が変死体で発見されたことについて警視庁の発表では、被害者の体はアルコールとアセトンが蓄積された状態になっており、そこにタバコの火が引火したことで高温で炎症を起こしたと考えられる。実に信じがたい事件ではあるが、海外で起きた同様の事例を見ても、それらが原因である可能性は高い。今後同様の事件が起きないように病院などと連携をして対策を練っていくとしています。続いて首都圏のニュースです。JL 東日本は電力不足に備えて一部運転本数を削減するなど電力使用制限令に基づいて節電対策を実施すると発表しました。これは東京電機ホールディングスによる電力需給逼迫警報
報告書ありがとう。警察の捜査に役立ったよ。
この事件には私たちが追っているものの手がかりはなかったわね。
行方不明の山野井の手がかりも、山野井が作り出したであろう異能力者の手がかりも、そう簡単には見つからないさ。
そうね。諦めずに調査を続けていくしかないわね。
ああ。
いると思う。山野井たちはこの東京のどこかに。
この東京は人が隠れるには適した場所だ。過去を詮索されず、隣人が一日中部屋にこもり顔や姿を見せないとしても気にする者もいない。犯罪者が近くに住んでいても気がつかないだろう。だが生きている限り痕跡を残さない人間はいない。秋葉、君たちなら事件の中から必ずその痕跡を見つけ出すことができる。私はそう信じている。
そうね。必ず見つけ出してみせるわ。私たちの手で。
somewhere in Shinjuku, Tokyo, 11 p.m.
これが依頼された資料です。
入手ルートは信用できるんだろうな。
結構高くつきましたが、元異能教団の研究施設で働いていた人間から買い取りました。
そうか。人間とは愚かな生き物よ。猿から人へと進化した時代から、この世界で人間こそが頂点であり、人間こそが正しいという安っぽい幻想にとらわれている。そう。その愚かさが遺伝子レベルで細胞に刻み込まれているんだよ。だからこそ油断をする。だからこそ失敗をする。身の程をわきまえずに逆らえば、ああいうことになる。バカめ。世界は変わる。新しい時代の支配者が誰になるのか。楽しみじゃないか。
I like how they did this. It's like a whole episode. Cool. Alright, well, I'm going to bed. Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. They did their thing on that. But yeah, I'm going to bed, though. I might get back on some more of this tomorrow, but it depends on, like, how quickly I get stuff done. So, like, always, like, thank y'all for rocking with me, Foster Gamer, Foster Gamer. And with that, I'll catch y'all, love y'all, and peace out.